everyone, it's March 3rd. I'm Heather, and I am going to do an all signs reading for this week. They're going to be short since it's just for this week, but I wanted to break everything down by the signs this week, and I haven't done that in a couple of years, so we're going to break it out. The timestamps are below. Hey Aries, happy March. I've pre-drawn cards to save time, and the cards I drew for you are Woman Holding a Heart, Patience, and Angel of Strength. Okay, the first thing that came up for you is that your angels are surrounding you, your angels and your guides. Something is going on, something probably tough. It feels like something surrounding your solar plexus chakra, maybe something that's having an effect on how you see yourself, how you feel about your capabilities. Like you're not seeing who you truly are, who you are capable of being. And maybe you've had some inner self-talk going on that's been really wearing on your energy. And if you happen to catch my reading from last week, there is energy around us right now that the earth is trying to resonate at higher frequencies, and all of us souls are being called to resonate at higher frequencies. And so darker energies are coming in, trickery is playing into this, and our emotions are being messed with in ways like our negative thinking, negative self-talk. Anything that's coming up for you in those regards is because of these negative energies trying to keep us at lower vibrating frequencies. And what we have to do is we have to find ways to vibrate higher. And right now, your angels are surrounding you. They're protecting you. They're helping you through this process. But you might find yourself, and I can see it right here in your solar plexus chakra. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning things that you've done, maybe decisions you've made, or past experiences are coming up, and they're messing with your head, they're messing with your emotions. And the guidance is they're just saying, hang in there, we're here with you, we're helping you through this. This patience card is things are changing, things are coming, things are improving, but right now it's slow, and it feels like it's very dependent on you and how you choose to resonate your frequency. And they keep repeating gratitude journal, or anything like that can help raise your vibration, raise your frequency vibration. That is very important, to come from a place of love instead of a place of fear or negativity. And granted, I say negativity, and I do not condone toxic positivity, but working through our negativity in ways of healing and realigning our frequency is the healthy way to move forward out of these darker negative energies. Let's see, spring is right around the corner, and it feels like it's things are starting to move. You just can't see them yet. It feels like there's something right around the corner for you, but it's vibrating. It's this frequency of vibration. It's like it's waiting there for you. They're showing me it's right in front of you, but it's a vibrational match, and you're not going to be able to see it until you're at the right vibrational match. And so that's why working through these emotions, working through any kind of toxic thoughts, inner self-talk, things like that are going to be so important for you to move through and release. And I'm not saying just avoid, they have to be healed before they can actually be released. Because if we just ignore them, it's just going to stay stuck in our auric field and in our physical energy, and you don't want that because you don't want to be sick at a later time. So I also feel that there's a lot of incoming messages for you. So listen. Try to stay away from distractions, social media, things you're engaged in. A lot of times we distract ourselves from our emotions and our feelings, and that's the last thing we should be doing. We should be being quiet, going within, and actually hearing what our higher self, our guides, everything has to tell us. So I'm going to do one more card, and that is from my Oracle deck, which you can download, and that's New Passion. Okay, so the energy I get from that, it kind of links with this heart, is that something is coming up for you, is going to be coming up for you that you're really going to resonate with, but it's part of that whole frequency match. And when it comes along, when you're at the right frequency, when you're vibrating in just the right way, you're going to come across this new passion or new, it could be a relationship, but it could also be a career or a job or a hobby or something that just makes you glow inside and something that you really love and are going to be passionate about. And so when you're in that right vibrational frequency for that you're actually going to see that and come into its energy, and you're going to take off in a new direction. It's going to be a very positive change for you. So have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye. Hey Taurus, happy March. Okay, let's get your reading started. I pre-drew cards to save time. So your cards are Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, Door to Spirit, and Yin Yang. Okay, so you are surrounded by doorways. Obviously, it's right there in the cards. Opportunity is surrounding you. But it feels like what you need to do is you really need to connect to spirit to see those doors. And I'm kind of feeling a balance. You need to balance something. Oops, sorry if I'm shaking the camera. My laptop is on this very flimsy table. Okay, so we need to find balance for you. So what in your life feels out of balance? It's, this could be work-life balance. This could be your emotions are out of balance. This could be any number of things, but something that just doesn't feel right to you. And I have the feeling that you already know what it is. You feel it in your intuition, or you've been shown it, I guess. Your guides or the universe have kind of put things in your path to show you what is out of balance. And so that's something you need to look into. But I'm seeing prosperity. I'm seeing maybe love or new friendships, relationships that are going to be more aligned for you. I didn't want to. Okay, I just want to take one other card. Okay, Angel of Strength. That was, I just did Aries, and Aries had that too. So it feels like you're on the right path. You're right where you need to be. If you're feeling stuck right now, hang tight. Things are falling into place. There's a lot of healing that's going on right now. And eclipse season is it starts in a couple of weeks. The energies are already starting to form. And so things are coming up to be cleared. So a lot of people may be in a holding pattern right now, and that holding pattern is revolving around these eclipses and what truths are going to be brought to the surface. Eclipses just shake everything up. They come in and they root things from deep down that need to be cleared out. And it feels like there's going to be some things coming up for you or in the next few weeks, maybe the next month and a half, that are going to show you what needs to be cleared from your karma, cleared from your emotions, okay? Anything like that might be difficult for you is probably what's needing to be cleared from your energy field. It feels like this week might bring some movement for you. Now there are, like I said, there's a lot of people that might be in a holding pattern, but you might start to see some things happening during the first few days of March. Maybe, I mean, it's March 3rd. So it feels like maybe the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th in the next few days, depending on when you're seeing this. There could be some movement. You might see something happening. It might not be exactly what you want to see happening. It might be kind of something to shake things up, but it could be the universe coming in to get your attention. And that the message I'm getting is stay strong. Everything is playing out exactly how it is supposed to be playing out. So don't worry. Some things that might come up for you could be related to your solar plexus chakra, your voice, like speaking your truth, being true to who you are, being authentic, negative self-talk, things that you don't think you can do, but you're absolutely capable of doing. So really pay attention to what your thoughts are right now. Pay attention to that self-talk, what you're telling yourself, those words like I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. Even really negative thoughts like maybe it'd be better if I'm not here. That these are really important thoughts that need to be gotten rid of, healed, but not just tamped down, but actually healed. And going into your history, going into any kind of past lives, and trying to heal that energy by releasing it. Okay, I'm going to end the session with one of my oracle cards, digital card deck that can be downloaded from my website. Okay, third eye chakra. A lot of messages are incoming. There's a lot of things that you already know or understand, but I think you're second guessing yourself. There's a lot of messages that are incoming from the divine, but you're pushing those away as, okay, these are crazy thoughts. I don't know why I'm thinking of this. This is ridiculous. I'm feeling that you are very intuitive, a lot of you, and so these messages that are incoming you're not actually listening to them or believing that they are coming from source energy, from the divine, from your guides, angels, etc. So don't second guess those thoughts. Okay, I hope you have a really good week, and I will see you back here soon. Hey Gemini, happy March. Okay, I've pre-drawn cards for you to save time, and forgive me if the camera shakes. I'm at a flimsy table, so okay. I've been drawing 3 cards, but 4 popped out for you. First one's cornucopia, the world, the garden and the gate, and financial constraints. So the energy that I'm feeling is that whatever you're wanting, whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're stuck in right now, like you feel stuck, like you can't get out, trapped. Maybe it's financial constraints as you know, this literally comes up, but it could also be you're limited, like in career potential. Maybe you're making money, but you're just stuck in your career. Maybe you're stuck in a relationship. Maybe you're stuck in something that you're not happy in. So the financial constraints it could be literal, or it could be more of a metaphor for something that you just feel trapped in and you don't know how to get out of. And that goes hand in hand with the garden and the gate. Every time I see this card, I mean, there's so much world out there. Even though her inner garden is beautiful and lovely and pleasant, she still feels trapped. She's looking at the outside world like, I want to get out. I want to see more. I want to do more. And so that could be a translation of how you're feeling right now, even if it's not necessarily money. And it all has to do with perspective. What they're showing me is that you're kind of in a prison of your mind, a mental prison. You're not actually stuck or trapped. It's how you see it. It's your perspective. And it's this Cornucopia is right here. It's right in front of you. It's waiting for you. It's already here. You know, everyone says pretend like it's already here in the manifesting process. Anyway, a lot of people say pretend like it's already here. Pretend like you already have it. You do. It's actually there. It is not available for you to see it though until your frequency matches it. And it's this butterfly always calls out to me, and it's transformation. It's you know, a butterfly goes from the caterpillar through the cocoon process and emerges as a butterfly. That is the process that you're going through right now. And it's how are you going to shift your reality? Because reality is absolutely shiftable. Sorry. One change of perspective and you can alter your reality, alter your ability to see things. And if you've ever gone down the quantum physics rabbit hole, it gives you a much better understanding of we shape our reality. Our beliefs shape our reality. And you are being guided to shape your reality this week. The energy is really high for that. And it's helping whatever is going on, I'm feeling is going to help everyone, and particularly you, release these stuck thoughts and ideals and methods. And anything that you can do this week to shift your perspective, whether it's affirmations, whether it's a visualization meditation, whether it's journaling, whatever you're called to do, and pay very close attention because you're getting incoming messages. Follow what brings you joy. You're going to get sparks. Sorry, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming in all at once. So you're going to get sparks of what's the word I'm thinking of? You're going to get sparks of like passion, I guess, little bits of passion. Like it'll be, oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, that sounds interesting. And your guides are sending you things to kind of nudge you in the direction of trying to rotate your thoughts from a kind of glasses half empty to a glasses half full perspective, so you can match that frequency to bring in this cornucopia that's already here, that's already waiting for you. Sorry, I'm so sorry. My nose is itching. Another thing that they're showing me is spiders. Spiders create their web. They create their home. They create their entire reality. And as the spider is creating their web, and they know exactly where they want to put the strings. And that's exactly what you're being asked to do right now. Figure out exactly what you want in your life. And something that came through is not all of you may know, which I get that. I have been in the same place for months. You kind of feel lost and stuck and you don't know which direction to go in. And the message that comes through is be strong. Pick out anything that you can, anything that inspires you, even if it's the smallest thing, like, okay, I want that new t-shirt, or I would like to take a trip this weekend, or I want to spend more time with my family. Anything that resonates with you, anything that brings you joy, put that attention on right now. That's what you're being called to do. I drew one more card from my deck, and it's perfect, absolutely perfect. Lenses of Love. This card is talking about the rose-colored glasses, the song La Vie en Rose. It's all about putting on rose-colored glasses, seeing the world as beautiful and full of opportunities and joyous, and seeing love everywhere. And that's what you're being asked to do right now. You're being asked to put on rose-colored glasses and see all the beautiful possibilities and the love and everything wonderful that is surrounding you. And okay, gratitude journal. I know I mentioned there's a lot of different ways, but my guides are saying gratitude, 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 gratitude. It doesn't have to be a gratitude journal. It could be, sometimes I'll wear a beaded bracelet and just say gratitude for certain things on the bracelet. So whatever calls to you, my guides are incessantly repeating gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. That is going to help you raise your vibration and change your perspective. Okay, sending you lots of love. Take care. Hello, Cancer. Happy March. Okay, I pre-drew some cards to save time. Please forgive me if the camera jiggles a little bit. My table is not very solid. So your cards are Goddess of the Moon, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, Action, Woman Holding a Coin. The message that's coming through for you, we just passed a new moon, and so it feels like for you it is action time. Time to get going on whatever is motivating you, whatever passion you have, whatever projects that you have been working on that really resonate with you. Now, these are only projects that really resonate with you, that make you happy, that bring you joy. It feels like something that's like a pet project, whether it's just a hobby, or whether it's actually something for your business, something you wanted to change in your business, maybe something you wanted to plan for your family. It can be any number of things, but action is here. And it's going to be really strong the next couple of weeks as we start moving into, we're already moving into eclipse season. The energy is already changing. But the first eclipse is March 13, 14. And so that's going to really set in motion some things that are coming up for you, that are kind of destined to come up for you. Now, I also drew a bonus card from my personal deck. It's a digital deck. And the message I got, and I've been wanting to share these at the end, but I did this before for some reason, and it's storm. So I want to talk about this first. The eclipses, whenever eclipses come in, they stir things up. They bring lies to the surface. They bring deceits to the surface. And this is external, but this could be internal too. Things that you've been lying to yourself. So if you're not on the right path, your higher self may step in and show you something and say, okay, this isn't right for you. This is not where you're supposed to be going. It could be external, of course, people who have lied to you, or situations are coming to light that really change your perspective on people or places or jobs, whatever that may be. So I feel like that the storm is related to what's being brought up during the eclipses. And the message that I was getting with this card is it's your guides are coming through, and they're saying you're going to be distracted. Okay, there's not great forces that are circling around all of us right now, and they're trying to distract us, and they're trying to distract us for the purpose of keeping us away from the light that we shine out into humankind. If we can't shine our light, then darkness is stronger, and your light needs to shine. You are very important, and as we get closer to the eclipses, anything that's blocking your light from shining is going to be brought up to the surface. That's part of the storm warning card, to be eradicated, to be healed, to be let go of. And it feels like whatever you're working on is part of this process, that whatever it brings you joy or whatever you align with is part of this process. And you're being distracted away from progressing with it. So it feels like there'll be things happening like stoppages. Like if you're working on something on your computer, maybe your computer will crash, or you get a blockage, your power goes out and you can't work, or something of that nature. Maybe there'll be hoops to jump through for the government, or taxes, or any number of things. Do not take that as a sign that you are not supposed to continue. These are not part of the path. It's not part of the design. It's not the universe or your guides stepping in to say, this isn't right for you. It is darker energy trying to block your light. So ignore that. Keep going. Don't let anything distract you. Stay on the path that you're on. As long as it resonates with you, as long as it brings you joy, as long as you find passion in it, as long as your heart is in it. If your heart is in it, this is divinely aligned. This is aligned with your soul before you came into this human body. Okay, that's the main thing. And your guides in this card are trying to tell you, keep the eye on the ball. Like, I don't know why, I just saw with this coin, it's like a kind of like a prize, like keep your eye on the prize. And even with, I love black cats, so there's nothing against black cats, but just in this, it just seemed like the darker energy that's looking in, like trying to distract you, while your guides are saying, keep your eye on the ball, keep your eye on the prize. Stay aligned with what you desire. Stay aligned with what you love. Okay, I'm going to finish the reading there. I'm sending you lots of love. Have a wonderful week. Hey, my fellow Leos, happy March. Okay, I pre-drew cards to make these short readings go faster, and forgive me if the table shakes. It is not very sturdy. Okay, your first card, deceit. Second card, appreciation. Third card, community. First energy I'm seeing, and this really resonates with me as a fellow Leo. Something has happened to you recently. Either you've been in a group, a relationship, a job, something, deceit has happened. You have either been outcast, or you've been lied to, you have been backstabbed. There's some kind of situation that has affected you recently, and it's really coming up strong right here. And it could be, it feels like for quite a few of you, it's in a community. With this community card, I saw like friends or an organization or a business or maybe your place of work where there's a lot of other people, but there's either one person or several people that are being really deceitful. They're lying about you. They're doing things behind your back. They're lying to you, lying about you. There's some really, really negative things going on right here, but change is coming. Things are going to get twisted. I want to do one more card because I see the change is really coming out. Angel of Strength. Okay, hang in there. That's another 5. We now have 3 5s. Okay, 3 5s. Change, major change is coming, and it feels like this was kind of a storm, a tornado that came in that needed to rip through things and bring out the lies and deceit and the backstabbing and the bad situation. And maybe some of those lies and things won't be exposed to everyone, but at least you're seeing things and people and situations for what they actually are. There could be more of this as we go into eclipse season too. We just had the new moon. The eclipse season starts March, or the first eclipse is March 13th, 14th. We're already starting to feel the energy of it. So this new moon was almost like, even though it wasn't one of the eclipses, it was kind of like a energy go for the rising energy of the eclipse season. And I think things are getting ramped up. Things are starting to come out. Things are starting to be seen by the world. And I get the feeling that your solar plexus chakra, like your self-empowerment and your personal feelings about yourself, have been really damaged through this process. Or not damaged necessarily. For some of you, you may have had a difficult childhood or be automatically prone to having negative self-talk, negative feelings about yourself, low self-esteem. And this situation has only exaggerated those feelings, but it's where it is supposed to go. Hopefully that makes sense. It's happening because it's not only exposing the lies and the negativity and the insincere people externally, it's also exposing internally what you need to get rid of within yourself. So the negative self-talk, the low self-esteem, that's what you need to do away with. And this card, although it says appreciation, it's the feeling is you need to be able to stand on your own. This is teaching you to stand on your own, to love yourself, to appreciate who you are, even when there's, deceitful, dishonest, shitty people around you. And excuse my language, but sometimes it's necessary. So as we move through the next month and a half, especially this week, you may even find you're seeing more of this, more lies coming out, or more backstabbing, or more negative emotions coming up, whatever that could be. And my guides are saying this is something that needs to be healed. This is something that needs to be healed on a soul level for you. And so my favorite healing modalities are Ho'oponopono. If I'm stuck in a car or something like that and I get those feelings that come up, I will repeat that over and over and over, and it'll help release that stuck energy. Another of my favorites is the Violet Flame. So I listen to Violet Flame music to heal. Whatever resonates with you to help yourself heal and move past those emotions, because you are not what you think about yourself now. We are always going to be what we think, but you need to make sure that your positive matches the beauty, or your positive thoughts are matching the beauty that you actually are. The beautiful light and divine gift from the universe is what you are, is what you were created as. So make sure to remember that. And those negative self-talk, those negative feelings you have about yourself are not true. Okay, one last card, and this is from my personal deck. Link below to purchase it. Your story. Okay, this is all about you. Everything that's going on around you, it's all about you, but in a positive way. It's a positive way to heal. And that's what your guides and the universe are trying to get you to see. You write your story. Your thoughts and how you work through this situation are going to be what you create. And so this week, really start thinking about how you see yourself, and you basically need to tell other people and their opinions of you to F off. So, sending you lots of love, Leo, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Hello, Virgo. Happy March. Okay, I prewed your cards to save time. Here's what I pulled. The first card is Deceit. Crazy, that was the exact same card for Leo. Second card is First Chakra, your root chakra, Archangel Michael. And Walking Away. Now, I did draw one bonus card from my personal deck. It's a digital deck, and I will provide information to download it, but it's Limiting Beliefs. If you can see that. Okay. What's coming up? As we go into the next few weeks, the energy for eclipse season is ramping things up. And during eclipse season, everything that needs to be let go of, released, is brought to the surface. And often it's brought to the surface through, not the greatest experiences. A lot of times, from my experience, by the time you have something that needs to be released during eclipse season, you have been given so many warnings that the universe and your guides and angels have to step in and say, okay, you haven't listened to the 10,000 times we have told you this needs to be healed and let go of, so we are going to really shake things up. And the energy is already here. Now, 2025 energy is very strong like that too. And so you may have noticed some things happening last year. And as of late, you may have noticed even more things coming out. And this is that Deceit card. And it's obviously the first chakra came up. And the deceit, the red in the Deceit card is the first thing that I thought of as before I even saw the root chakra card. And this energy is probably affecting your sense of security your sense of safety, your sense of financial abundance, like your basic needs. That's everything that's related to the root chakra. And so financial issues could be coming up. Problems in your marriage where your sense of security and safety financially and potentially even physically, mentally are being kind of, I guess, played with, messed with. You might be feeling very unsure of your life and what's happening with it right now. And this could be affecting the lower 3 chakras as well. So your sense of self, your sense of self-esteem, your personal beliefs about who you are. And the message I'm getting is that your angels are here, your guides are here to walk you through this process. Everything that is happening for a reason. It is happening for your healing, your personal healing, to improve your life, because you are a beautiful light and you need to shine. And you can't do that when you have all of this human gunk, ego stuff, fears, traumas, everything like that. That all that does is that blocks your beautiful spiritual light that you're here to share with the world. And so as we move toward spring, as we move toward the eclipses, things are going to be changing. You might get to the point where you do have to walk away from something. It might be a physical walking away, or it just could be a mental walking away, such as, I'm done with thinking that way about myself and I'm not going to do it again. It could be actually having to walk away from a job or a relationship or a friendship. And if you get to that point, now this is going to be different for everyone. So, this is a general reading. But it feels like it is divinely aligned, okay? And absolutely ask your guides, your angels, whoever, for advice, for guidance. They are not going to tell you what to do, but they can give you signs to help you feel what resonates for you. Okay. I drew, the limiting beliefs card. A lot of this is going to be related to limiting beliefs that you've had probably all your life, or even limiting beliefs that you have generated or brought over from past lives. So if you have feelings of, if you have negative self-talk that comes up, if you have fear of financial abundance, not necessarily of financial abundance, but you'll never be abundant, those are limiting beliefs, and that's something you need to challenge. So if you feel yourself saying, I can't do this because of this, that is a limiting belief. And these are the beliefs that your guides are going to present to you, that the universe is going to present to you, to challenge and try to remove from your ego to help you progress to your more spiritual self. I really hope that made sense. But okay, I'm sending you a lot of love. I hope you have a wonderful week, and don't worry, blessings are coming. Hey Libra, happy March. Okay, let's see what's in store for you this week. I pre-drew cards to speed up the reading. Okay, first card, strategy. The Temple Path. Envy. And victory. Okay. First thing that came to mind is there's a lot of 2s. There's a 2 on every single card in your reading. And what that's telling me is that you are exactly where you need to be right now. You are in the Temple Path. You're right on the path. You're on your path that you need to be. Even I'm even getting symbols, ancient symbols, that you're right there. You're right where you're supposed to be. It feels like the message is to just keep going. There is some darker energy coming in to distract you. Now, this card, I'm guided to say that some of you are going to be the envious person, and some of you have people envying you. So if you are the envious person, that puts you in a state of lack when you're envious of others because you focus on what you don't have. You're like, oh my God, they have that amazing house. Why can't I have that? Why can't I get that? Why don't I have it? And so that puts you in an instant state of lack, and that's going to push that desire or that hope to manifest farther away from you. It's when we can see others getting what they want, we can appreciate that, because it is actually a sign from the universe that we are in that energy, we're seeing that, and we're in the process of manifesting that for ourselves. So stay positive. Try not to get in the state of envy and end up in a state of lack. Okay, there's your warning. Now, some of you, on the other hand, are going to be envied, and you might encounter some people who are not very honest because they either envy what you have and they're trying to copy you, or they're trying to, I will caveat this. The guides are saying some of it will be positive. People are trying to envy you, but it's kind of in a nice complimentary way. But others are going to be doing it in a more deceitful way. So just be careful of that. Do what you're doing. Ignore the masses. Ignore people that might be naysaying you or putting you down. Just ignore the BS. You're exactly where you need to be. And we finish with victory. Okay? So victory is on the way, whatever that is, whether you're trying to manifest something, whether you're trying to get a promotion. They do want me to remind you that you may not get exactly what you want. For some of you, manifesting very specific things, you may not get what you want because it may not be for your highest good, but something better is coming. Okay, remember that something better is on its way to you, even if it's not what it wants. Some things might have to fall apart in order for this to come. But I drew one more card from my digital deck, and the card is faith. Have faith. Okay, that's what they want to remind you during this process, that things may not look exactly as you expect them to, but you're going to win. Something that they're saying, for those that may not get exactly what you want, they're actually giving you hints. There's hints to what's going on behind the scenes. They're like almost like little flashes of insight. You probably don't recognize them, but pay attention. It's like they're little orbs of the future. Sorry, I'm stumbling. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. So it's like you'll see something and it'll create a little spark in you, but you're like, your ego, your rationale just kind of puts it immediately out of your mind because it's not something that resonates with you. But it does. Just the interest that it sparks initially does resonate with you. You just don't quite understand it yet. And so they're saying pay attention because they're actually giving you hints. Let's see. Another, one last message is writing. Something about writing for you. It could be like writing your gratitude. It could be journaling your feelings. It could be sitting down at night or when you're bored and just writing like your favorite recipes or whatever resonates with you. But for you guys, there could be something that is important for you that relates to writing. So that was the last message. Okay, sending you lots of love. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Hello, Scorpio, and happy March. Okay, to save time, I pre-drew cards. So the cards I drew for you are anxiety, I know, not a great one to draw first off the bat, but Archangel Uriel, 7th chakra, the Temple Path, and I drew a special card from my personal Oracle deck, digital deck, Nature Healing. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing is obviously anxiety, but it feels like it's stress regarding finances, regarding a relationship, something that's really troubling you about like your sense of security, things in your root chakra, things from like childhood that you didn't have, or past lives. Maybe you were killed in a past life, or you were abused in this one, or you had very little money growing up. Maybe food was a problem, or you never felt safe with your parents, or you haven't felt safe in a lot of your relationships as you've gotten older. It's that constant state of kind of fear for your well-being, or fear for your financial security, things like that. And it feels like your anxiety is very, very high about those things. Maybe you actually are in financial trouble, or you're leaving a relationship because of abuse, something like that. And it's funny because the root chakra, that's related to the root chakra. And then you have the whole other spectrum, Archangel Uriel, and she's just kind of looking lost and forlorn. And it feels kind of that same way. And the message that I'm getting is you are right where you need to be. Okay, you're in the space you need to be. You're going through some healing. You're releasing some karmic residue. You're releasing some old emotions, some stuck emotions. You're releasing stuff from past lives that you have absolutely no idea where those emotions are coming from. And that's another thing too. You may have had absolutely no issues with your childhood, but you somehow have this fear, or these slew of fears, fears about money, or fears about your security, and you have absolutely no idea why, because you've never had any of those experiences before in your life. Those are coming from your past lives, and they're coming up to be healed. This is just the beginning. We're just starting the energy going into eclipse season, March 13th and 14th. And the energy is ramping up now. And this is a very strong year to get souls to shuck off their ego, the emotions stuck in their ego, and get to their true, authentic spiritual selves, get to their souls, and so they can start working their light magic. And so it's really important, and there's going to be more energy kind of forcing us into these situations to release this stuck energy, release these past karmic patterns. And this is where it feels you're stuck right now. It may not be something even very human, but it's stuck in your soul's energy. And so you're being asked to release it. And I want to do one more card about how you can go about releasing it. Okay. Love. And that's all about having love for yourself. Having love for appreciating who you are. Your angels are surrounding you, helping you do this. Hey, Scorpio, sorry about that. I had to take a little break. The trash bins outside were being emptied. So I was hoping I could keep talking over the top of it, but number one, it was too distracting. And number two, I think it was way too loud with the video. So I'm going to cut it off. I cut it off. So anyway, so this woman holding a heart, it's approaching whatever feelings you come up with love. Okay, it's allowing yourself to get those feelings out. So if you feel all of a sudden sad, then allow yourself to cry. If you feel angry, allow yourself to be angry. Your soul is processing the emotions, even if your human consciousness has no idea where the heck they came from. It's all part of the journey. So allow it. Understand it. roller coaster. It's going to be kind of like a roller coaster for you for the next little while. So be prepared for that. It's all part of the process. Let's see. Nature healing. That's one of the things that they're saying is going to be really good for you right now. Spend time in nature. Spend time away from social media, away from other people. It's this connecting. Fairies, you might have fairies in your history, like in your past lives. Either you were a fairy at one time, or you have fairies that want to connect with you. And it's March, so this is the perfect time to get out into nature. For the northern hemisphere, it's starting to get a little warmer. For the southern hemisphere, probably starting to cool down. So it's a great time to be in nature. That's what they're asking you to do this month. It'll help you ground into that root chakra that is bringing up all these emotions. It'll help you ground that energy, and it will also help you release and interact with elemental beings. Okay? Sending you lots of love, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Hey Sagittarius, happy March. Okay, I pre-drew cards to save time. The cards are second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Strategy, Magician and the Mirror. And I drew one card from my personal oracle deck. It's digital. I'll provide information to download it below. Addiction. So, Sagittarius, I'm getting this very strong feeling that you have addictions that are blocking your light. This could be any number of things. I mean, the traditional food, alcohol, gambling, sex, drugs, social media, shopping. This could also be anything that you find yourself distracting yourself from life with. That's also an addiction. I've known, as a parent, I've known other parents that throw themselves into any volunteer thing they possibly can. And I see this as a distraction technique. And I'm not saying everyone who does that, that's what they're doing. Absolutely not. I have seen this with certain people, but it's only certain people. So I'm not ragging on anyone who volunteers. So please do not take it as that. But even doing things like throwing yourself into volunteer opportunities, throwing yourself into work situations, or you're trying to get a promotion and you spend all of your time working because you're like, I'm just trying to get this promotion. That is another form of addiction. So what it's doing is these addictions are keeping you distracted from your soul's purpose. And so this week, you're being guided to be very careful about where you're putting your time. Okay, are these things that you're putting your time on, time into, these distractions, are they keeping you from connecting with your true self, from connecting with your feelings and emotions? Now, I will say we're going into eclipse season. Emotions are going to start running high. Things are going to be happening. The universe is going to be stirring things up to help people break free of old patterns and addictions and emotions. And so emotions are going to be high as we're put in these situations that are uncomfortable, and we have to get out of our safety net to feel these things and to experience these things. And so people are going to be a little bit testy. So this is the time people are going to be turning to addictions, but it's the time we need to be stepping away from the addictions. And I feel your energy is very, very strong. Your soul's energy, your soul's light is very powerful. And so you need to figure out how to heal these areas. The two things that are coming up, the sacral and the heart chakra. Now, these could be areas of your energy flow that are blocked because of traumas from this life, traumas from past lives. And so that's what the guides are pointing to. And if you don't know how to access or what they are, you're being guided to journal. And it's kind of like blind journaling, kind of. So if you don't know what the sacral chakra is, if you don't know what the heart chakra is, look it up. Look up things that are related to it. Like the sacral chakra is really about who you are as a person, as a soul. A lot of times that relates to the inner child. And so inner child work, any kind of shadow work that revolves around your inner child, you're going to find also relates to the sacral chakra. And so you could start a journal entry just by saying, my inner child, if you even know, or as a child, you wanted to do this. As a child, you wanted to do that, but this prevented it or that prevented it. And they're showing me that writing these things down is going to help you process some of these stuck emotions. Same with the heart. Same with anything that has broken your heart, that has caused you pain. Reasons that you have shut your heart down. A lot of us have either childhood abuse or relationship traumas that have made us wary about opening our heart to anyone. And just writing those feelings down helps release that stuck energy. And I'm saying writing because writing, I don't know why, but writing has a very powerful energy behind it with putting pen to paper. And I say writing because a lot of people, I do make my grocery list on my phone these days. But writing is very different. Writing has a direct connection, energy from your hand to the paper. And it's like a energy release into something that's tangible, that's physical. And it's kind of funny because paper does come from trees. So it's almost like a form of grounding, if that makes any sense at all. But okay, let's see. I've already gone over my time. If there's anything else, just work through your chakras. I think that it could be also like your solar plexus chakra. It seems like with you, Sagittarius, there might be a lot. There might be a lot of chakras that are kind of out of alignment. And it's kind of funny because in my card, you'll see all the chakras and you'll see the various things that can kind of align with addictions for individual chakras, whether it's food, sex. A lot of those addictions actually align to specific chakras. So take a look at that this week. I'm sending you all the love, Sagittarius, and I hope to see you back here soon. Happy March, Capricorn. Okay, I have pre-drawn cards to save some time. Your first card, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, followed by Victory, followed by the Garden and the Gate, and from my own personal deck, digital download available, Words. And I don't know if you can see it, but a lot of those words are negative self-talk. And it's negative self-talk that we have ingested throughout our life, whether it's stupid, ugly, not good enough, failure, what's wrong with you, why can't you get it right, fat, etc. Your door to healing is opening for you. Okay, it is open and available. You just have to walk through it. And on the other side, there's victory. Victory in whatever you're wanting is waiting for you. However, it is on the other side of this gate. The Garden and the Gate is such an important card when it's saying to me that you're stuck. You're not moving forward. Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of you not doing something right. And it's having to take a leap to get outside of your comfort zone. So this gate right here, this gate is your comfort zone. It's keeping you in your comfort zone. And victory is on the other side, but you have to walk through the gate. You have to release any fears that you have. You have to release anything that is trapping you, that's making you feel stuck. And it's all related to this negative self-talk, your self-esteem, your solar plexus chakra. It is keeping you trapped in your comfort zone. Sorry, someone's making noise outside. But your negative talk is keeping you trapped. And it's time right now as we go into eclipse season, there might be situations that arise. And I think I want to draw another card on this. Okay, situations for Capricorn going into eclipse season. There's situations that are going to arise that are going to mess with people, to kind of bring up things that they need to heal. Okay, Angel of Strength. You can see it. And the Magician in the Mirror. You're transmuting energy. So any situation that arises over the next week, your guidance is to transmute that energy, to walk through it. To transmute that energy, you have to feel it. And I will give you help. My things for transmuting energy are the violet flame. I use the violet flame, and I use Ho'oponopono. So that's what I choose to use personally. If you have another way to transmute energy, then follow that. I think there's videos all over YouTube that you can find. But these emotions are coming up to transmute, and that is how you walk through your door to healing. It's healing all that stuck energy to get, sorry, dry throat, to get to that victory on the other side. Okay? Let's see. It's healing those self-talk. So sometimes, and I bring up toxic positivity because sometimes we're taught toxic positivity to always stay positive, Sometimes that doesn't work. You have to walk through the pain. You have to walk through the emotions. You have to walk through the words. Something that I've been working on with myself is, and I'm only saying this in hopes that it helps you or it resonates with someone. But if I have a repeating phrase in my head, like you're not worthy, or you're so ugly, or you're nothing, I will repeatedly say that to myself. Feel the emotions as I'm listening to like with some a violet flame frequency, and visualizing surrounded by violet flame. And it's that transmutation energy while I'm going through the pain. So it's taking the flames are burning away that negative self-talk that I have. Or if I have just feelings, I'll Ho'oponopono. So hopefully one of those things can work for you to help you transmute those feelings, because that's where you're stuck. Your victory is waiting for you. Your victory is on the other side. It's right there. And so this week, as you feel those emotions, as you feel, if a negative self-talk comes in your head or someone presents you, the universe may present you with people that are purposely put there to validate your self-talk, to force you to heal it. Okay? It's not, the universe isn't saying you're stupid, you're fat, you're ugly, you're worthless. The universe is not saying that. The universe is saying, this is what you need to heal. Here it is, right in your face. Take care of it. The universe doesn't mess around, especially during eclipse season. So remember, anything that's presented to you like that is only to heal. It is to force you to heal it, not to make you feel worse about yourself. The universe, your guides, your angels will never allow that to happen, because you are beautiful and amazing and a perfect soul. You have your own self-talk that makes you feel different, but it's not true. So I'm sending you all the love this week. Hopefully you are here back. You will come back next week and you'll say, yes, I was able to transmute some energy to get rid of some of my self-talk. And it is a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but just working on the process is huge leaps and bounds for your soul's process. Okay, sending you lots of love. Bye. Hello, Aquarius. Happy March. Okay, I pre-drew cards to save time. Our cards are first chakra, Archangel Michael. All tied up. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Financial constraints. This is an extra card. And one more card from my personal deck that is available for download. Finger pointing. But when I see this card, when I feel this card, it's not necessarily about blame. What it is this bouncing back and forth. And it's the way the cards came out that just put it in my head. So you have the two chakra cards with her all tied up in the middle. What they're showing me is you have this bouncing back energy of like negative inner self-talk, like you really struggling with your self-esteem. And what it's doing is it's playing with your root chakra. It's if you've got some root chakra financial fears, security troubles, safety fears causing financial troubles. And it just seems to be bouncing back and forth between your root chakra, your sacral chakra, or solar plexus chakra, root and solar plexus chakra. And this energy is just really stuck right now, and you're all tied up, and it's affecting your money. It's affecting maybe you're not poor, but you're like maybe stuck in a position. Or you're stuck in a relationship, you're trapped somewhere. You have kind of this financial stuckness, okay? Like you just can't get ahead, and maybe you have enough to cover your bills, and that's not the issue. It's just you're just stuck. You can't move forward somehow. And what's crazy is every single one of these cards has a 3 in it, and we are starting the 3rd month of the year, so it just makes me think that this is going to be the energy of this month. I hate to say that, but it's also kind of important because we just had the new moon. The March 13th, 14th solar eclipse is the first, or lunar eclipse. Sorry, it's one of the eclipses. It is going to kind of set the tone for the next month and a half as we move through eclipse season and what comes up. So if you are feeling these fears rising up, these fears, in the self-talk in your head that's going back and forth, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy to make more money, I'm not worthy to be in a good relationship, I'm not a good person, I'm not smart enough, anything like that. I don't deserve a nice house. I don't deserve a nice car. I don't deserve, a loving family. Whatever it is that you're stuck on is going to be a recurring theme for the next month. Now I have, every other sign has been kind of for the week, but for you, I'm sorry to say, Aquarius, this is going to be kind of your theme for the month. Now, what I do want to do is ask about guidance for how you can move through this. Envy, okay. I'm just pulling out tons of cards for you guys now. Envy. In your stuck pattern, do not be envious of other people because that puts you in a state of lack. Okay, so as you look out on the world around you, look at the beauty that's around you. So see, like if your next door neighbor gets a new boat and you really want a boat, instead of saying, damn it, that person where's my boat? Instead, know that the energy is there. The energy is bringing that to you. It's basically a sign that if you're doing the right things, you are in alignment, and that energy is bringing that to you. It just happened. Your neighbor got it before you did. But stay in an energy of creation instead of an energy of lack, because then whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're wanting is going to get pushed farther away, and you do not want that. Okay, let's take one more card. Any more guidance? Let's do one more card. Oh, and none going to come out yet. When I shuffle, they all fly. Okay, here we go. Magician in the mirror. Okay, this is another thing that's coming up for you that's manifesting. And you have the power to manifest. okay? You, so far, because of you being stuck in this back-to-back between your like the lack in your root chakra and the negative self-talk of your solar plexus chakra, you've been in this stuck place. And so whatever you're trying to manifest it's like in a holding pattern. And so what they're saying is to really focus on your desires and find ways to work through whatever fears or apprehensions that are stopping you from keeping that, because they're interjecting. It feels like a cycle. What they're showing me is a cycle. Like you'll have this positive, the cycle of positive manifestation energy, but then all of a sudden this negative self-talk or these financial fears will come in, and it'll be like, tumble it. Yeah, like you'll be running and then you'll trip and fall, and then you have to start all over again. So they're saying to try to find a place where you can keep the momentum. If you find negative self-talk coming up, if you find fears about your finances coming up, find a way to heal those fears and those emotions that are coming up. Whatever works for you, however you can transmute that energy, then that is what you're being guided to do. And I think that's going to be through the theme throughout this month, because it feels like you could have so much potential and everything you want could be right around the corner. It's just being slowed down by this repetitive cycle of fear and self-talk. So, okay, I know that wasn't the greatest reading, Aquarius. I'm sorry. Try not to take it as bad. It's this kind of this energy. It's kind of this energy of what we're all being forced to do right now in this time of the eclipse season, is getting rid of the things that are holding us back. And this is yours for the month. So don't worry. There's good stuff on the way. It's right around the corner. It's waiting for you. It's just working through some of these blockages. So I'm sending you all the love. Have a great week, and I'll see you back here later. Hello, Pisces. Happy March. Okay, I pre-drew cards to save time. Your cards are anxiety, happy family, third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, and I pulled one card from my personal deck. It's a digital deck available for download. I will leave the link below. Chakra of God. Okay, that card is a hugely powerful card. When I first connected to that chakra and I first downloaded what it meant and the symbology and the feeling of that card, I don't think I've ever felt anything like it. It's an incredible connection. And as it's coming up in this reading, I am feeling that whoever's hearing this has a hugely divine purpose. You are absolutely magical. You have a very, very strong soul. You might be extremely ancient, your soul anyway. And you've come to Earth with a very, very, very powerful mission. You could be a starseed. You could be an angel. You could be so many different things that are very, very, very powerful beings. But Earth and the Earth ego, from trauma and everything else, living here in human form, has really closed you down. And that could be, death, trauma, and it may not be anything even from this lifetime. It could be from past lives too, but you have this karma that's followed you into this life. And you're really struggling with it. And it's this anxiety card. It's like, even if you have a fantastic life right now, you're feeling this kind of stuckness. And what my guides are showing me is you need to connect through your solar plexus chakra to the divine. through your solar plexus chakra, if you really open yourself up and you keep an open mind, you're going to learn. You may potentially even see who you truly are. And connecting to the chakra of God, the very, very highest of the chakras. It will show you who you are. And at this point in time, you need to know. It feels like you're dealing with so many earth troubles. And granted, knowing who you are won't free you of these troubles. We still have jobs, we still have families, we still have obligations. But knowing who you are is going to give you a completely different perspective on how you walk through this life. It'll change your outlook on things and put your priorities where they're needed. So you have an incredible light. You have an incredible mission, as I said earlier, and you're not able to follow that mission to spread your light because of all these other things that are going on around you. And once you connect with who you are also, and you find your divine purpose, it will help you appreciate all the other things that you do have in your life. I say that with a caveat that it may cause you to need to step away from things that no longer resonate with you. But for right now, your only purpose this week is to try to connect to the divine with your solar plexus chakra and through that divine chakra of God. Granted, that's not the name, that's my name for it. That's how I visualize it. But it is the highest chakra. So as you're connecting, know that you are so much more powerful than you have any idea about. There's so much to you that you need to find out about, and that's what they're asking you to do this week. And there's really nothing else. It's just going to help you. Those connections are going to help you find perspective. It's going to help you see the world as you need to see it, see the world as and see your life as you need to see it, put things in perspective. So my apologies if this is the shortest reading, but it is just a very clear message. You need to find out much more about yourself. And so that is your goal this week. Okay? I'm going to end it very quickly. My apologies. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'm sending you lots of love.